In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the X205 ASUS Notebook PC. So let's get to it. Now, as I mentioned in previous videos, Microsoft is trying to nip Chromebooks in the bud. What I mean by that is that Chromebooks are starting to make inroads into the education market. Of course, Microsoft is still the dominant operating system, but Chromebooks are picking up steam. So Microsoft wants to nip this in the bud, and they're actually getting rid of their licensing fee for inexpensive laptops. That means $250 and below. So it allows for much more affordable Windows laptops. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you've seen that I've done some videos on the HP Stream 11, which is one of those affordable laptops. But here's another one, the ASUS X205 Notebook PC. Now, in the United States here, around Thanksgiving, which is the end of November, we have something called Black Friday, where we have a lot of great deals leading up to Christmas. So it's the Friday after Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving always falls on a Thursday. But also leading up to Black Friday, you can find a lot of deals, and this was one of those deals. Best Buy had this laptop going for $139.99. So when all was said and done and taxes were paid, it was $148.88, which was too much of a good deal for me to pass up. Now, normally this laptop goes for $179.99, so $180. So it was sold at a $40 discount. Now, this device is actually lower powered than the HP Stream 11, and that's actually reflected in the price. It is running Windows 8.1. It's a 32-bit operating system on this device. It's running an Intel Atom processor. It has an 11.6-inch display, 2 gigs of memory, and 32 gigabytes of flash memory. So it's very similar to the HP Stream 11 in those cases. But the processor it's running is an Atom processor, which on the HP Stream 11 is a Celeron processor. So let's get this thing open here. You have your ASUS box here in search of incredible. It is the X205, that's the model number on it. Let me grab my trusty cutter here, and let's get this thing open. It's a pretty plain box, but it's pretty nice being that it's pretty plain. It's black with gray accents, and let's get this thing open here. There's a seal on the back that I have to breach, and let's get this thing open. So, the box actually looks pretty cool here. I don't know if you can see this, but the top of the box, it only opens up so far. And you have In Search of Incredible there, so it kind of stays open when you open it up. So let's pull the laptop out of here real quick. It's in a nice little baggie here. Got some documentation down here. So here's the documentation. There's actually a code here, which I believe is the Windows Certificate of Authenticity there. So put that to the side. Here is the power brick, which is a little bit different from power bricks you might be used to. This looks like a mobile device charger. As you see, it has a very small end to it. This is not a micro USB though, just so you know. You have your brick here, it says ASUS there. Pretty cool. And that, I think, yep, that's everything in the box here. So let's put all this to the side and take a look at the laptop itself. So let's get it out of the little baggie here and take a look at this laptop. So it says it's black. It looks actually like a navy blue. So you have your ASUS branding here. I actually like the way the laptop looks. It's pretty sleek looking. On the right-hand side here, you have 2 USB ports. On the back of the device, there's nothing but the hinge. On the left-hand side of the device, you have your power port back here. You have a micro SD card slot. You have a micro HDMI, and you have a combo headphone and microphone jack here. On the front, there's nothing. Actually, I take that back. There's some LEDs. It looks like a power LED, a battery LED, and probably a Wi-Fi LED. On the bottom of the device, as you can see, there is not a user replaceable battery. You just have 4 rubberized feet, and it looks like you have 2 stereo speakers up front there. Very sleek laptop, very light laptop, and very compact laptop. It is a matte plastic I see it as a very dark blue color, even though they say it's black. So let's open this thing up here. And let's pull the protective coating to the side. So as you can see, it has a glossy screen. It has a webcam up here, and it looks like it has a mic here, and that looks like the LED for the webcam, so you know it's on. It has the little rubberized bumpers for the lid. And the keyboard here is a chiclet style keyboard. Intel inside, HDMI branding, and Energy Star branding as well. Seems to be decent build quality. Obviously it isn't premium being for the price, but for the price it seems pretty decent. Everything is a matte plastic. Again, I'm going to say navy blue. You have a trackpad here, decent size. You have different areas for your right and left click. It's very muted as far as the clicking sound, which is nice. You have your power button up here and a characteristic Windows keypad. The keys look like they're a little shorter than a regular chiclet keyboard, but width-wise it looks pretty much what you'd be used to on a regular sized keyboard. So I'm going to plug this device in and make sure I get it in the right way. There we go. So it says it needs to charge for 3 hours. I will leave it plugged in for at least that amount of time. And let's see if we can turn this on, or if it needs to be charged up before we do. Nope, fires up. ASUS, in search of incredible. And just for reference, that's as far back as the screen goes. Now, just to run down the specs on this device while it's loading up. It is an LCD 11.6-inch screen, as we covered before. It is a glossy screen, as you can see. It has an Intel Atom Z3735F BGA processor in it. It has 32 gigabytes of eMMC solid-state storage on it, 2 gigabytes of DDR3L RAM in it. It's equipped with 802.11 A, B, G, and N, and Bluetooth 4.0. And it has a 2-cell battery that's rated at 48 watt-hours. So this is your typical Windows startup or sign-in. If you've used a Windows laptop or bought a brand new one, you should know this. So let me fill out all the pertinent information and join you on the other side of this. Now, one thing I noticed on the laptop here that I didn't mention, on the back, where the hinge is, you have these little tabs here. They're plastic tabs on both sides. And I'm guessing that these little tabs serve as little feet when you have the device open up. So, there you go. So I have everything set up for the most part on here. I do actually have to sign in. For some reason it didn't allow me to sign into my Microsoft account, but that's not going to be a problem. I can do that at a later date. But I'm just using the trackpad here to move around on the start menu. So far, I like the trackpad a lot. I think the trackpad is it's pretty decent for the price, even for a laptop not of this budget status here. But as you notice over here, it does include Microsoft Office with this, so this is actually an excellent deal because for $148, I believe was the total on this, you get a laptop with Microsoft Office for free for 1 year. So it's pretty cool. So far I like what I see. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you do have the ASUS branding down below under the screen there. I think that's pretty much standard on all ASUS laptops. But it's a very light device, and I'll run it through its paces, use it as a daily driver. Right now I have a lot of laptops to do that with, so hopefully I'll be able to put it through its paces properly. And maybe in a week or so I'll give you a full review on the device. So if you want to see anything about this device, leave me a message down below and I'll try and include it in my review of the laptop. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up, favorite this video, or share this video. And that's going to do it for this one. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.